Hi, beautiful community. Welcome back to my channel. Wherever you're joining me from in the world today, welcome, 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 welcome to all of my beautiful, beautiful viewers. Wherever you're joining me from, it is a pleasure to have you here. Now, dropping in this week after a very crazy couple of weeks, thoughts and prayers are still going out to each and every one of you over there in America, especially. We've got so many big things popping off. It's not funny. A lot of destruction, a lot of grief and sadness and loss happening over there right now. The big cleanups have begun after those two very destructive hurricanes hit. And, look, there's big things popping off all over the world. I truly, honestly believe, probably many of you are not going to like this, but there is still very big events to come. And some of you privately that I've been talking to, I've been seeing 911 still absolutely everywhere, especially in this past couple of weeks. Also the threes, which are coming up in these cards as well. This is a 33. I'll get to that in a second. So I truly, honestly feel, and they're just saying things happen in threes, that there is still other things to happen. Now, out of all of the grief and the pain and the sadness and the loss and the destruction and all of those things, we also have the positive aspects, the blessings that are coming out of this, the blessings in disguise, which is communities are reuniting. Strangers are putting their hands up to help. The outpouring of love and prayers from all over the world, sending them to America, sending them to these, red zones right now. And of course, we've got all of these things going on in the Middle East. We're not disputing whatever, all of the other things that are still going on, things that are going on in your own lives. There's a big stirring happening in the collective, and there's a lot of emotions going on out there right now, heavily on the grief, sadness, loss, sorrow, anger. There's been a lot of irritation coming up. We've got this full moon in Aries this week on the 17th. So only days away. That energy is already starting to filter through into society and into the collective. But we've also got this love and this compassion, which is coming up in my clarifiers, right? For people coming back together, souls coming back together again, coming back to the good old days, right? Where life was simpler and we knew our neighbors and, we helped each other out. There wasn't this separation and division. There wasn't this hatred and vitriol, that is spewing out in society right now. And a lot of this, those of you that have been with me a little while, I've talked about it, this Pluto back into Capricorn, these massive karmic relationship cycles that are purging and releasing and completing over this time frame. And Mother Earth as well, also purging and releasing at this time. There is a lot of karmic imprints on the planet that, like thousands of years of trauma and karma that is being imprinted, that is also coming up to be released. The heartbeat of Mother Earth, this love energy, this Christ light is pouring back onto the planet right now. And so out of all of this destruction, out of all of the exposure, there's a lot of exposure happening right now. There's a lot of light on the dark, nefarious activities and people, places, and spaces that are, again, they're just saying, shake the world. This is literally, I've been talking to a lot of people again on the side, that this is literally going to be like a second awakening, and it's already started. So again, like COVID, the big C, right, between that 2019 and 2022 period especially, it woke a lot of people up. This is just another round of awakenings or higher levels of. And so, beautiful souls, out of the darkness, there will always come the light. The light always wins. And this card today, beautiful souls, reading this week from my beautiful Guardian Angel Oracle deck, clarified by my beautiful Angel Inspiration deck, heavily on the angel messages this week, particularly after everything that's happened. But Angel of Tranquility, you have received this card because your Angel of Tranquility wants to reassure you that you are on the right path. Now, if you look at her face, and obviously, fellas, take this as it resonates, it's almost like, reminiscing the good old days I grew up in the 70s. I grew up on a farm. My nearest neighbours were a few kilometres away. We used to walk between properties and ride our bikes and out. We were out in the sunshine. We were constantly grounding in, with Mother Earth, barefoot, playing. We would catch up with friends at the old milk bars and play Pac-Man and, all of those Space Invaders. They're just saying there was a lot of community. Everybody knew everybody, or you knew everybody around you. There was connection back then. And that has slowly been disintegrating on purpose, part of the agenda to separate, divide, have us, solo or feeling in solitary spaces and energy. And that is being brought back now through all of these adversities that are happening. People are reuniting, and even if it's on social media platforms, you can see it in the comments that, yes, there's still the two timelines, obviously, very clearly. But a lot more people have woken up. This is another round of great awakening happening on the planet right now to bring unity, to bring compassion, to bring love back to Earth. Beautiful souls, the world has become a very fast-paced and a very stressful place, not even kidding, and living the simple life seems to have become a thing of the past. Many of you may be reminiscing about the good old days, about when you were younger, whether you had they're just saying shitty childhoods or not. There was a certain simplicity to life, whether it was hard or, whatever it was still simple. Your angel of tranquility wants you to know today that she is with you at this time. And I feel there are legions of angels on the planet right now. She is with you at this time to help you get back to the simple things in life. Many people that I'm also connecting with at this time, whether through private guidance sessions or friends around me or on social media platforms or emails, are all saying the same thing. There is a lot of detachment from things. This is part of the awakening and the upgrades in many people's lives. We are coming back to this place of not caring so much about the cars and the houses and what we drive and the brand of something. It is about unification. It is coming back to the simple things of love, compassion, humanitarianism. We're in the age of Aquarius now. It is all about unification. And so things have lost their shine. It is about this deep integrity and honesty and all of these things that are coming up with people now. She wants to help you discover that no matter how busy or stressed or worried that you are right now, there is a way to bring tranquility and peace back into your life. And the simplest thing that I often say to people is go outside and look up, get out in the sunlight. Right? Ground, take your shoes off, barefoot, where you can, if possible, in the grass, in the dirt, in the sand, whatever it is, and reconnect to Mother Earth, because she is also undergoing her own transformations at this time. Take the time to stop, look, and listen and feel the energy around you. Sometimes we become so caught up in our busy lives that we actually forget that we are also meant to enjoy it. And that might be a hard thing to do right now with so much distraction going on. But coming back to the simple things that we can be truly, honestly grateful for. And sometimes this destruction and devastation brings us back to the core of who we truly are. Reconnecting with the simple things. I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. I still have 2 arms and 2 legs. Stuff can be replaced. People can't. Take 5 minutes of your day to slow down, focus on your breathing, and surrender your cares to your angels. Tranquility can also be invoked by listening to calming music or by sitting in a sacred space and meditating. Many of you are most likely being called at this time, or you've been upping your prayer, you've been upping your meditations, you've been wanting to seek peace and tranquility. You may have been withdrawing a little bit throughout a lot of this chaos and destruction as well. Tranquility can also help to restore your soul to its natural state. Remember that you have what you need to live the life that you were destined for. From the moment we are born, we are going to die. And the soul never dies, beautiful souls. Now, again, I watched a channeler, and I don't normally watch a lot of YouTube channels on that. It's more about what's happening, so I've got my eyes on the ground. But I had a beautiful video come across my screen from an extremely well-known UK channeler. I don't know her name, but she was very well known in the UK, and it was about a mass exodus of souls is about to happen and is already starting to happen. And she channels her guide from above, and the guide was saying that this mass exodus of souls, right, has been pre-planned. It's been destined to happen in their soul blueprints, but they are taken. They are safe. They are happy. They are well, regardless of the circumstances that may have taken them. They chose in their soul blueprints to opt out at this time. But, she was just saying this connection back to earth, connection back to our heart space, connection back to the things that matter. It was 11:22 when I just looked down. The destination is not the most important part of our journey. It is the experiences that we have along the way. And this is what she was channeling through her guide. We come down here to choose experiences based on the karma, based on the soul growth and lessons that we have chosen to learn or burn off or clear. And that is a very hard pill to swallow for so many people. And people say, well, what about these little babies and children? Their souls opted to come in to experience, whether it was short-term or long-term. They chose that experience to exit because it was also to help the soul growth of the people and the families that were left behind. There was something in their soul agreement. This is what she was channeling. And it is a huge thing to wrap your brain around. It is a huge thing to wrap your belief systems around for many people. But she just said the soul is eternal. It never dies. And some of these souls, when they go back, for her guide, for example, they will either become guides for other people here on the earth, as in their families, and or they will reincarnate and become guides for other people, and or their time is up. That this was their last reincarnation, so they're happily in the spirit world. So it just really put a deeper spin on so many big questions that people have. The life we live, the people we touch, and the happiness and the love we share with others is what is most important. So take the time to reconnect and come into tranquility. I mean, seriously, beautiful souls. And look, this is other people's experiences as well. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But when we hear these big messages, and remember, you'll always hear what you need at exactly the right time. And when you're ready for an up level, sometimes it's not going to be smooth. Sometimes it is going to feel a little bit chaotic or uncomfortable. Remember, we're also challenging old paradigms, beliefs, program systems, all of those things, ancestral programming that has come through our bloodlines. A lot of this is being broken down right now. Right? Your two clarifiers, as I said, universal heart. Number 24 reduces down to a 6. 6 is about love and family. Right? The heartbeat of the earth, reactivating this white light that is emanating across the planet right now. The dolphins, as I said before, may be heavily significant for one or some of you, and bringing love and compassion, not just back within ourselves, but also back into humanity, beautiful souls. Universal heart. Well, this is Archangel Sandalphon, the angel of power. The way we live our lives affects everyone around us, since we are all connected on some level. And this is what I'm saying. This whole new ripple effect that is happening across the planet. Yes, it is uncomfortable. Yes, there is a lot of chaos and destruction. We've been saying it. A lot of these big channelers and prophets, and I've been saying it all here. It's not going to be pretty. 2025 is going to feel the same way, but there is a bigger purpose, right? The old has to die before the new can come in. You are asked to live consciously each and every day in everything that you do. Now imagine, beautiful souls, if we were all emanating this kind of energy every single day. Imagine how quickly the earth would replenish. Imagine how quickly our realities would shift and change if there was nothing but love. And yes, of course, the polarity and the duality of the two. We've got these big exposures happening right now, the darkness, the light shining in all of these dark places and spaces, illuminating things. Your words, your emotions, your food and possessions that you buy all have an effect somewhere out there. Everything is energy, my beautiful soul family. I repeat it over and over. Every single thing that you have in your home, your car, your clothes, your jewelry, whatever it is, holds a specific vibration and frequency. When you look around, do you love what you see? Do you love everything like this right in your home? Or are there things that need to go, things that can be donated now to other people, things that need to be decluttered? But also our food. What are we fueling these beautiful vessels that we have chosen to come into this life with? Everything is energy. This is also bringing about these elevations in frequency across the planet. People are starting to become, they're just saying, more aware and self-conscious of everything that they're doing, saying, consuming, wearing, buying. This is a good thing. By your actions, you are creating an impact on the present and also the future. Everything right now, beautiful souls, is creating the future of the planet. Every thought that you create, everything that you buy, every emotion that you feel is creating the future of the planet. And this is how important this is why so many of us are being awakened at this time. All of life has an equal right to exist on our planet, and it is only through heart-centered living with all living beings that you are able to coexist, oh my goodness, peacefully and sustainably with everyone. Make your choices every day from a heart filled with love, compassion, oh my goodness, and understanding. When you are centered in your heart and live from a place of love, you are able to connect also with the angelic realm, because that is all they are, is pure love, who will guide you in making choices that are for your highest good. This is why we're here, beautiful souls. Soul evolution, soul growth. And your other card, beautiful souls, number 41, 4 and 1 is 5. This is big changes. The 5s are all about big changes. Some of you may be seeing the 5s right now. 41 could be significant for one or some of you. Archangel Bashael, the angel of compassion, empathy and compassion for all living things and every single one, is the ability to recognize and often share, oh my goodness, and respond to the suffering of others. This is also what is coming up on the planet right now, beautiful souls, with all of this chaos and destruction. Empathy and compassion. What if it was you? Right? We still have these two timelines, of course. And, evil has no soul. We're seeing that very heavily, but we are also seeing this reignition and reuniting of love and compassion across the planet. Compassion is an extension of the empathy, motivated with a genuine need to help. throughout the hurricanes, the stories that I saw, the outpouring of help and support, the prayer, the energy being poured into those areas, people coming out of the woodwork to help people they don't even know. This is what it's all about. So many of us have shut ourselves off to the suffering of others, feeling fearful, helpless, or unsure of how to assist. And this is the thing, when these massive events happen, a lot of people recoil because they're like, but what can I do? I'm on the other side of the world. You can send love energy. You can send these beautiful, compassionate thoughts and feelings and prayers, beautiful souls. You can donate online. You can get in these groups or on these YouTube channels or in these social media platforms and ask, what can I do to help? You know, people on TikTok are getting on there and these other social media platforms and saying, this is what we need. Any little thing is going to help. Do not be afraid of showing compassion out there in the world. Your heart is able to stay strong at these times. By showing compassion to others, you also open dialogue, bringing people and communities together. What did I say at the start of this message? Out of all of this destruction and chaos will come unity. And this is what they don't want, beautiful souls. There's a movie my daughter watches. It's her birthday, by the way, today. Happy birthday to anybody else on the 14th. But A Bug's Life, all about, I think it was the grasshoppers. And the ants, right? And being suppressed. The grasshoppers were suppressing the ants. But when the ants united, they realized how much power they honestly had. And it basically decimated the grasshoppers. And this is what's happening with the hierarchy. These globalists and these dark forces that have been running the planet for so long, they're seeing this outpouring of love and light across the planet that cannot be stopped. And they are in fear. By showing compassion to others, you also open dialogue, bringing people and communities together. Through his loving guidance, Bashael helps and protects those in need of compassion and those who offer compassion to others. Because many of you are empaths, you're sensitives, you're earth workers, your soul is nothing but love. You want to help people. You want to be blessed to be a blessing to others. And that is also being recognized at this time. Show your compassion through a warm hug, a shoulder to cry on, an ear that listens but does not judge. We are all on this journey of healing together. And it is a big one, beautiful souls. This is opening so much right now in the collective. Hit me up in the comments, beautiful souls. These could be longer than normal. I'm not quite sure. But what an incredibly succinct and perfect message to start this week. Universal heart, peace and tranquility, love and compassion, being there to be of service to others at this time. Beautiful souls, hit me up in the comments, first-time viewers. If you feel divinely led, hit that little notifications bell, subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you in here. I am sending each and every one of you so much love, so much compassion, so much empathy at this time. Please hit me up in the comments if you need anything. All of my other details are in the description box below if you need more support as well. And of course, I will see you all in here for the next one. Have the most beautiful, blessed, amazing day, and bye for now.